sort of a visitor, sort of a learning, kind of in that aspect. But I've done real estate for since I sold my business about 8 years ago, and done almost all flips in San Diego. And but the best deal that I did with We Buy Houses is Paul got a cash call or some crazy thing, so I went and gave me a referral. Went and talked to this guy, bought his place. It was in Imperial Beach. Bought it for $450, put $200 in it, and sold it for $825. So that's my We Buy Houses. That's my We Buy Houses story.
Not bad for just visiting.
Yeah, right. So I got to learn more about this. Let me see. We both, now I'm kind of in the phase of life where I buy rentals. I'm looking more for rental type properties, just cash flow and kind of retirement kind of situations. Worst deal, I don't think you got long enough to talk about that, but there's been a few along the way, but nothing that knocked me down enough to not to be able to get up and go back at it.
Great. Welcome.
Thank you.
So my name is Sean McNaughton. I'm in Tacoma, Washington, which is Pierce County territory. I've been with We Buy Houses for about 5 months now. It's pretty new in the business, but in real estate I've been involved for kind of my whole life. My dad is a doctor, but he's been doing rental properties for about 30 years. And then my brother got involved in it. He does hard money lending in Arizona. And then the Bairds are my cousins. They do a lot of real estate in Utah. So it's kind of a family business that we've been a part of. But me personally, I own a couple rental properties, do flipping, so a little bit of anything, anywhere we can make money. The best deal came from a fast home offer deal. Pretty simple deal, put $20,000 into it, flipped it, and did really well on it. The worst deal was I bought a house with a pool. And in the state of Washington, that is not a good idea because it rains a lot there. So thought it would be good, but I'm working on selling that one. So probably my worst one. So my name is Paul Bairds, Salt Lake City. We've been a part of We Buy Houses for about 1 year. We were a part of We Buy Houses for I think a week last year at this time. And we absolutely we absolutely love We Buy Houses. We are mostly buy and sell, and then we have some rentals as well. Our best deal this year was a deal on Facebook where I knocked on the door. She would never come to the door, so I finally found her on Facebook, and we negotiated the whole thing on Facebook. And the first time that I met her was when I showed up to the door with the escrow officer to have her sign the papers, and we closed on that about 2 months ago, and so that was a really good deal. I think the worst deals we've had were before We Buy Houses. I mean, John and I were driving around, I think it was yesterday, and we were in a neighborhood that we drove past a house that we had done, and John's like, you remember that house? Would be like $7 grand. That sucked. That was before We Buy Houses. So we're excited to be here.
Awesome. Cool. John, Paul's partner out of Salt Lake. Been here for about a year. Flips and best deal probably this year. Bought one the other day, a couple months ago. It was actually an HOA sale. Bought it for like $7 grand. The guy was still making his mortgage payments up to the day that we actually evicted him out of the house. So he's actually turned on his mortgage, so we're just going to keep on paying the mortgage and just go from there and rent it out. So bought it for around $150. It's worth probably about $250. So a decent deal we can just run out. And then worst deal, yeah, like Paul said, it's just kind of stuff that we bought before we got out. So.